ॐ शरणागतदीनार्तं परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी नारायणि नमस्तुते. नमः सभायै सभापतिभ्यश्च. Respected Professor Gopal Chandra Behera, the Principal of Udala College, India. Respected Professor Arun Ranjan Mishra, Professor Department of Sanskrit, Vishwabharati University, India. The head of the Sanskrit Department, Udala College, and convener, Professor Sudhakar Acharya. Lecturer in Sanskrit, co-convener, Mrs. Helena Das. Lecturer in Sanskrit, co-convener, Mr. Chaitanya Prasad Majhi. Coordinator, Dr. R.K. Panda. And assistant coordinator, Mr. Satyabrata Malik. The staff member of Udala College, respected elders, dear participants, my brothers and sisters, greetings all of you from Pietermaritzburg, South Africa. We are going to discuss the topic of Sampratika Yuge Sanskritasya Avashyakata. That means the importance of Sanskrit in the contemporary age, which is organized by the Department of Sanskrit, Udala College, India. I can say this is a very important topic. This will highlight the importance of Sanskrit and will help to promote Sanskrit. If you look at the present time is normally tell people the money is everything. And people think also money is everything. It is true, but it is not complete true. Can we get peace with money? Can we live with violence? Answer is no. Can we enjoy our life without good health? No. Can we get knowledge with money? No. Can we develop our brain, which is very important to get knowledge or success in our life, in money? Answer is no. Can we bring balance or purify the Pancha Tattva, the five elements where the whole being is surviving, like air, fire, water, ether, and earth, with money? The answer is no. But if we promote Sanskrit, definitely lots of solution will come and will help in this world. So Sanskrit is one of the tool. It will help mankind in many ways. So the question is, what is Sanskrit? Sanskrit is the language is known as Deva Bhasha. That means the language of the God. That doesn't mean the gods are talking in heavens. Here God means the nature, like air, fire, water, ether, and earth. Because Sanskrit is compatible to the nature, that's known as Deva Bhasha. And Sanskrit is the mouthpiece of Indian culture. Without Sanskrit, we can't understand Indian culture. And Sanskrit is a language which brings peace to world. And Sanskrit is the most ancient language in the world. If you look at Western scholar, they will say Sanskrit is 5,000 years. But according to our Puranas, if we follow our Vedas, Upanishads, we will find out the Sanskrit language is close to 2 billion years. And also, Sanskrit is the mother of Indian languages, and all European languages as linguistic are confirmed. But if you look at our Puranas, we can find out that Sanskrit is the mother of all languages in the world. Let us discuss first point, how Sanskrit can bring peace to the world. Because Sanskrit teach that Udara Charitanam Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means for the big heart people, for the broad-minded people, the whole world is our family. Whole world, although we are confined in boundaries, in countries, but everybody is our brothers. The whole world is our family. And also Sanskrit teach Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, Sarve santu niramaya, Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukhavag bhavet. That means everybody must live in peaceful way. Everybody must enjoy their life. Nobody suffer in the life. So that is the core teaching of Sanskrit language. And that you can reflect. If you can see, now India is one of the most powerful country, but in Indian history, India never ever attack any country. Because India love the Sanskrit, promote the concept of this Shanti. That's why India always keep that Shanti concept. Even you can see now in the Corona time, India produced vaccines. But although every Indians never get that vaccine, but India giving that vaccines freely many countries, because that is the teaching of the Sanskrit. Sanskrit teach Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, Sarve shantu niramaya. Because although it is in Sanskrit, but their teaching is in the regional language. Every Indian know those concepts. That's why you can see that Shanti, that peace, India always promote, because that's the teaching of the Sanskrit. And also if we discuss the second point, we can find out that Sanskrit is the storehouse of knowledge, the rich in knowledge. Because as I told, according to Puranas, Sanskrit is close to 2 billion years old. So here is the knowledge, the sacrifice, the research of our Rishi and Munis that in the Sanskrit language. If we analyze the Sanskrit words, only analyze the Sanskrit word, as Arun sir gave many examples of different department of Sanskrit. If we analyze the Sanskrit word, it will become revolution in the world on the knowledge, on the development. Because Sanskrit is not a object specific language. It is a context specific and property based language. You can see in English there is only one word for water. But in Sanskrit you can find more than 100 words on the one object of the water. Why? Because that every word it specifies the property of that object. I can give example. Then in Sanskrit, in water, we say jalam. Jalam is the root word is jal. Jal means to harden. That means it describe the property of that water. From liquid, it can be solid. In Sanskrit, we say niram. Nira, the root word is ni. Ni means to lead, to go ahead. So the property of the water, it can lead, it can flow. In Sanskrit, in water we say bari. Bari, the root word is bri. Bri means to cover. That means the water can evaporate, it became cloud and it can cover. So here what happened? So now as Sanskrit is a property based language, if we describe each word in Sanskrit, we can get that property. Even whatever Ayurveda we can get. So when we describe the plants which got different names, excuse me, we can get the property, the benefits of those words, of that plant, and we can use for development of human being or progress of the society. So Sanskrit is a richness in vocabulary. If we analyze those words, it will become revolutions. It will become benefit for every individual and to the world. And also Sanskrit, as Arun sir also mentioned, that Sanskrit grammar is the foundation and a pillar of all Indian languages. Because all Indian language grammar based on Panini grammar. If there will be no Sanskrit, there will be no Panini grammar, the Indian language will collapse. And also, as is also known as the if Sanskrit grammar will be not there, the world linguistic also collapse. That's based on the Sanskrit Panini grammar. So here is another important of the Sanskrit language in contemporary age. And also, Sanskrit language give good health. So when we speak Sanskrit language, when we singing any Sanskrit mantras, that also control our breathing pattern. Like we do pranayam, because it Bhagavad Gita say also pranayama is the best, because through the practice of pranayama we can have a good health, we can live many years. So when we recite any Sanskrit mantras, when you speak Sanskrit mantras, it have a vibration in our body. The Sanskrit mantras composed in the chand and the meter that also control our breathing pattern, that cure lots of diseases, and also it help to bring good health. As you say in Sanskrit, we say ang, the one letter is ang. When we say ang, like a kang, it help to do the Brahmari pranayam. When we say ah, the Sanskrit alphabet is a example of it do the Bahya Kumbhaka pranayam. So that way, so if we'll speak Sanskrit, we'll recite the Sanskrit mantras, there's a many benefits. It also very common benefit bring us, it bring good health, which is money can't give you good health, but Sanskrit language, Sanskrit mantras, it give us good health. And also, every individual or every being, they using the Pancha Tattva. Pancha Tattva is 5 elements: air, fire, water, ether, and earth. Because without these 5 elements, we can't survive in this life. So when everybody using this Pancha Tattva 5 elements is natural, the 5 elements became imbalanced, then impure. Then how to keep balance? Our saint and sages, they to keep balance the 5 elements, they discover the Sanskrit language, because the root of 5 element is the emptiness. The emptiness created the air created the fire created the water created the earth, then from the earth all the being came. So root of the 5 elements is the emptiness. So our saint and sages, they thought how we can purify the emptiness, then emptiness can purify rest of the 4 elements. So that's why they discovered the Sanskrit language, because the quality of emptiness is, it is called Sabda Gunakam Akasha. The Akasha, the emptiness, can receive the sound. So that's why our saint and sages compose the Sanskrit mantras and discover the Sanskrit language. When you speak Sanskrit, when you do Sanskrit mantras, it purifies the first element, the root element, emptiness, and emptiness purify or bring balance to rest of the 4 elements. That is why in our Indian culture we can see we got many prayers, many festivals. On the festivals, what we do, now priest come and priest do a prayer, he recited some mantras. So when they recited some mantras, if we analyze the meaning of the mantras, very simple, we praising to the God. But because the mantra composed in Sanskrit, a certain meter, when reciting the mantras, it purify the root element emptiness. That is why that's only Sanskrit language in the world which is bring balance to the 5 elements. So that is the another benefit of the Sanskrit language, which is written in our Vedas also. In Mantra Pushpam, like Agnirva Apamayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Yogne Rayatanang Veda. So it says the secrets that all these things, the 5 elements, how bringing balance to the world. And also the Sanskrit language develop the capacity of our brain, because if you want to progress, we must be very intelligent, our brain must be well developed, because as when you reciting the Sanskrit mantras, Gayatri mantra, Mahamrityunjay mantra, any mantras, it help to develop the brains, which is very well known now. The St. James School in London, although it is like a Christian school, although it is like a white school, but first they teaching Sanskrit mantras. On the research they find out, then when at the first time in the childhood, in the early age, the children recite the Sanskrit mantras, it helps to develop the brain. That's why they also introducing Sanskrit in their schools to develop the brain. So here another benefit, by reciting Sanskrit mantras, if we teach Sanskrit mantras to our children's, the developed brain, they are well well developed, and they will success each part of the life. And also the other thing, as I told, we need peace in this world. In violence is very difficult to survive. And every Sanskrit book, every aspect of the Sanskrit, it teach about the moral things. Sanskrit teach Pitrudeva Bhava, Matrudeva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava, Atiti Deva Bhava. In Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, the many Niti Shastras are there where they teach the moral things. That's why you can find out the Sanskrit students are the very disciplined, well-respected students. That doesn't mean other students are not well-respected or disciplined, but you will just find out the Sanskrit students are more disciplined, because every aspect they learn the moral things, and that help to discipline, to respectful the parents, elders, to the society, to the nations. So if we can teach Sanskrit everybody, so it will be very, very peaceful, very successful. So here is the another important of the Sanskrit. It bring the moral, all the discipline in every individual life. And also, if you look at the Sanskrit, the Sanskrit language is the only language which rejects the concept of religion and promote the concept of dharma. If you look at world history, the amount of people are dying, the amount of people are killing each other in the name of religion, it is much more higher than in the war. Because religion is that makes fight among the peoples. Because Sanskrit language reject the concept of the religion. Because what religion means? Religion means to believe in God. But when you learn Sanskrit, when you learn the Sanskrit mantra, when you chant the Sanskrit mantra, when we follow the Sanskrit darshana, the Indian school of philosophy, it takes us to realize God, not to believe in God. The what happened once you realize the God, it will destroy the concept of the religion. That is the beauty part of the Sanskrit, that Sanskrit reject the concept of the religion. In our Indian culture, there was no religion concept. The Western people, they make us as a Hindu religion. There's no Hindu religion, there's no Hindu word in our Vedas, in their Puranas, in their Upanishads. They make us Buddha religion. Buddha is not a religion. According to Sanskrit, Buddha is a darshana, Indian school of philosophy. The Western, they make as a Jaina religion. Jaina is a not religion according to Sanskrit. Jaina is a darshana, Indian school of philosophy. They make it Sikh religion. So what happened now? They forcefully turned it to us as a Hindu religion, Buddha religion, Jaina religion. They make us fight each other and also make us fight with others. So here the one solutions, if you want to free from the religion concept, we have to promote the Sanskrit, because learning of the Sanskrit, it will take not to believe in God, to realize God. That is why in India we can see thousands of saints and sages. They were in past, they are now, they will be in the future. So in this way, if we discuss about the importance of the Sanskrit language, is a countless. So that means I can say, for the knowledge, to bring the peace in the world, for the good health, to develop the brain, we must promote Sanskrit, and Sanskrit will bring peace to the world. For that, we the Sanskrit scholar, we are the Sanskrit professional, we must try our best. We must try to make understand the politicians, the common people, the importance of Sanskrit, and that will bring peace not only to the India but throughout the world. And so every time there's importance of the Sanskrit language. With that, I like to once again thanks to Department of Sanskrit, Udala College, for organizing this very important topic, that Sampratika Juge Sanskritasya Avashyakata, that means importance of Sanskrit in the contemporary age. Thank you so much. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi.